Hello, grade 4. This is Mr. Yahya, and today we will take our reading for lesson 17. The story or text that we will discuss today or read today is called The Right Dog for the Right Job. Okay, and it is written by Dorothy Hinshaw Padent. So let's go in and see what exactly is the text or story that we're going to take today. So let's first discuss or know what is the genre of the text. What kind of text is this? Okay. So this text or the genre of the text is narrative nonfiction. And we always say nonfiction means real or fake. It means real. Okay, so narrative nonfiction, it tells what? It tells about people, things, events, or places that are real. Okay, so let's take a look at our story. Here it is. This is a little bit about the author. So Dorothy Hinshaw Padent has always loved animals and the outdoors. As a child, she kept snakes, frogs, and fish in her bedroom. She studied science in college and wanted to teach others to love nature. Like The Right Dog for the Job, her book, The Buffalo and the Indians, describes a close relationship between people and animals. Okay, and here is also about the photographer, the person who took the photos for this text. His name is William Munoz. So William Munoz has traveled around the United States, closely studying animals and the environment with his camera. Some of the animals he has photographed include grizzly bears, ospreys, and bald eagles. He and Dorothy Hinshaw Padent have worked together on more than 60 books. She obviously writes the books, and he's the photographer who takes the photos. Okay, so we need to focus on what while we read? Factual information, facts that tell a story, text features such as photographs and captions, and events that are told in time order. Okay, so let's focus and make sure that we pay attention to the order of the events in this text. So, The Right Dog for the Job. Ira's path from service dog to guide dog. So a little question here. How do people and animals benefit each other? Let's think about it a little bit. Okay, before we start reading our story. How can animals help us? Well, I think we all know a lot of different ways, right? Dogs can protect us, guide us, right? We can get food from certain animals, okay? We can even ride animals for transportation, as in the past, like horses and donkeys and so on, and camels. Anyways, so obviously animals can help us, and I guess that as humans we should also try to help them, of course, right? By trying to save their habitats and environments, trying to not abuse them or overwork them if they're working animals. So there's many ways that us as humans can also help animals. Let's start our text and see what is Ira's path from service dog to a guide dog. Before we start, let's give you a little background. A service dog is a dog that does work for the community or for people, okay? And a guide dog is a dog that helps to guide the way for things. So they're both working dogs, but let's see. So, Ira was born on Shy Bear Farm in Montana, along with his sister Ivy and his brother Ike. Like all newborn puppies, the 3 young golden retrievers have closed eyes, velvety ears, and very soft fur. But unlike most puppies, these 3 were born for a special purpose. By the time they are 2 years old, each is expected to have become a service dog, helping a person who has a difficulty moving around on his or her own to lead a fuller life. Ira, Ivy, and Ike are part of Paw's Abilities Canine Partners for people with disabilities. Bria, the puppy's mother, and Kathleen Decker, Paw's Abilities Foster Puppy Coordinator, take good care of the puppies. Remember in our vocabulary lesson that we took yesterday, we said we have the word foster. What did foster mean? Foster means to be taken care of by an adult, right? Okay, so obviously Kathleen Decker and the puppy's mother, they foster these puppies, right? They take care of them. They're the adults that take care of these puppies. So they grow bigger and stronger. Their eyes and ears open so they can take in the world around them. Soon they are romping and playing together, getting bolder each day. Kathleen begins to feed them puppy food when they are 4 weeks old. By the age of 6 weeks, they no longer need their mother's milk. Soon it will be time to leave home. Before they can help people with disabilities, service dogs need to learn to deal confidently with the world and whatever it might present to them. Loud noises, smelly buses, crowds of people, they're going to have to deal with all of that. So, let's keep on going. Each puppy goes to live with a special person called a foster puppy raiser. The puppy becomes a member of the family where it gets plenty of love, attention, and praise as the puppy raiser introduces it to the world. When they are about 8 weeks old, Ira, Ivy, and Ike meet their puppy raisers. Ira goes home with Sandy Welch, a 6th grade teacher in Lolo, Montana. Sandy already has her own beautiful golden retriever, Laddie Grizz. Laddie and Ira quickly become friends. Kathleen visits Ira and Sandy a month later. She wants to see how Ira is doing and check on his service dog skills. One of the most important tasks a service dog performs is retrieving things such as dropped keys. Sandy has already been working on this skill with Ira. So Kathleen throws her keys and tells Ira to fetch them. He runs over, picks them up in his mouth, and brings them back to Kathleen. Good news. Ira is already on his way to becoming a service dog. So here he is, Ira. He learns to retrieve the keys or get the keys. So this is one of the jobs that a service dog is taught to do. All along, the puppy raisers meet as a group to learn how to teach the young dogs what they need to know. The puppies have to learn how to come or to sit on command and how to walk at heel on a leash. Kathleen also shows them how to teach the puppies to press a wheelchair access sign with their paw. The symbol appears on buttons that open doors automatically when pressed. Remember we took the word symbol yesterday as well? It's what? A sign for something, right? So these dogs are taught to press on buttons that will open doors for disabled people, right? So Kathleen uses a plastic lid attached to a stick with a strip of cloth. On the lid is the wheelchair access sign. She puts a dog treat on the deck and covers it with the lid. One by one, the puppies sniff and push the lid with their noses, trying to get at the treat, but only when they scratch at it with a foot does Kathleen lift the stick so the puppy is rewarded. So here he is, Ivy, tries to figure out how to get at the treat under the plastic lid. She has to use her paws, not her nose. Once she uses her paws, Kathleen will remove the stick or the cover so she can get the treat. Next, the group goes to the bus station. The bus company loans Paw's Abilities a bus and driver. The puppies practice getting on and off over and over again. They ride around town and learn to stay calm on the bus as it stops and starts. By the end of the day, riding the bus has become as natural as a trip in the car. The puppy raisers take the dogs wherever they can, such as to sporting events and the farmer's market. Every 2 weeks, the group meets at a different place somewhere in town. At the mall, the puppies learn not to be distracted at the pet store or by the crowds of people walking by. They also practice pushing the button with the wheelchair sign to open the door. At the university, they learn how to pull open a door using a tug made of rope tied to the knob. At the library, they learn to lie quietly under the table while the puppy raisers look through books. They also learn how to enter the elevator correctly, walking right beside the puppy raiser instead of going in front or behind. It would be dangerous if the elevator door closed on the leash. So he has to walk right next to the person before he enters the elevator so it doesn't close on the leash. And here's Ira getting off the bus. You can see from the caption over here, it tells what he's doing. Sandy brings Ira to her classroom 2 days a week. She explains to her students the importance of training Ira correctly. Ira needs to learn to lie down by himself and stay there, even if he gets bored, she says. You have to leave him alone, even if he wants to be petted, so he doesn't get distracted from his job. You can also help teach the other children not to pet a service dog in training. Ira has his own corner of the room where he must lie quietly on his rug. If he gets up and wanders around, Sandy says in a firm voice, "Rug." Then she tells Ira to sit down, lie down, or stay. He must also learn to always stay close to the person he is helping. When Sandy and the students work with Ira, they form a circle and bring Ira into the center. Then one of the children calls him. He knows he'll get a treat if he lays his head in the child's lap. Like you can see over here, right? Now he'll get a treat. The children take turns calling him, helping him learn to come reliably every time he is called. Then they help teach him to use his nose to push a light switch. Another important job for a service dog to learn. Ira goes all over the school, so he gets used to noisy places like the cafeteria and the gym during pep rallies. Sandy also takes him to other classrooms and tells the other students about service dogs. As summer approaches, Sandy's students must say goodbye to Ira. Each child gets a chance to say what having Ira in the classroom meant to her or him. I feel special because I got to help train Ira, says one student obviously. I never liked dogs before Ira came, but now I like having him around, confesses another. Remember we took the word confesses and it means what? To say the truth or to admit something. Having Ira in the classroom has made me feel beyond wonderful, says a third. To reward the children for their help, Sandy arranges a field trip to Shy Bear Farm. Remember the word reward means what? It can mean something that you have earned for doing something right, or it's what? To give something that he deserves, right? His reward. The students take turns making dog toys, working on scrapbooks for Ira's new companion, touring the farm and playing with the 6-week-old puppies. They also get to say one last goodbye to Ira. And here he is, okay, eating out of some sort of cup, I guess. Here he is, he's learning how to flip a light switch. Ah, that's what it is. A very smart dog. As summer starts, it's time for Ira to leave Sandy and go for more detailed service dog training. But his assigned training facility isn't ready yet. Glenn Martin, director of Possibilities, can't find another service dog group that can use Ira. Everyone worries, what will happen? Can Ira learn a new career or a new job? Though they rarely take dogs raised and trained elsewhere, Guide Dogs for the Blind in San Rafael, California, steps in. Ira has lots of confidence, which is very important in a guide dog, so we'll give Ira a chance. Remember we said confidence means what? It means to believe in one's ability or to feel sure about one's ability, right? So Ira has a lot of confidence in himself. He feels very sure about his abilities. But we'll have to change his name. Each dog we train has a different name, and we already have one called Ira. We'll just change the spelling to Ira, so he won't have to learn a new name. Now Ira needs to learn a whole new set of skills, which takes 4 to 5 months. He has to get used to wearing a guide dog harness. Trainer Stacy Burrows helps him learn many things, such as stopping at street corners and crossing only when the way is clear. The most important thing a guide dog must learn is intelligent disobedience. Knowing when to disobey can enable a guide dog to save its owner's life. For example, if the blind person tells the dog to go forward when a car is running a red light, the dog must refuse to obey. Ira is smart. He passes the program with flying colors. Passing with flying colors means to do very good. Okay? If you pass the exam with flying colors, means that you did very good in the exam. Okay? So Ira did very good in his test or in his training. After training, Ira is paired with Don Simonson, a piano tuner who had already retired two guide dogs after they got too old to work. Ira and Don worked together for 3 weeks in San Rafael, learning to be a team. Then it's time to graduate. See, Sandy comes from Montana for the graduation. She gets to see Ira and meet Don before the ceremony. Remember we said that we have the word ceremony, which is a party. So they have a ceremony for what? For the graduation, or when Ira finished his training. He graduated from his guide dog school or guide dog training, and now he can be a real guide dog. So they made a ceremony or a party for him. Ira and Sandy are delighted to be together again, but Ira clearly knows his place is now with Don. During the graduation ceremony, Don's name is announced when his turn comes. Sandy hands Ira over to Don. Ira is Don's dog now, and the two will be loving, giving partners. Sandy will miss Ira, but she is happy that he has found a home with someone like Don. At home in Kennewick, Washington, Don and Ira continue to learn to work together. Grayson, Don's retired guide dog, also lives with them. Grayson and Ira become fast friends, playing together just like Ira and Laddie did. Here we have Stacy and Sandy, and Ira stand by as Don speaks at the graduation. Okay, what do you think? We obviously learned a lot of facts about service and guide dogs and their training. So, I hope you enjoyed this story or text. For our homework, let's all open page 205 in your Journey Reader's Notebook. And let's answer the questions using this video to complete the timeline. You can obviously turn off the volume for the video and use it as a book to read the text. And let's look at the questions. It says here in the first one, read page 503. Where does Ira go first? So, here it says that Ira, at first, he goes home with Sandy Welch, a 6th grade teacher in Lolo, Montana. So he first goes with Sandy, right? In Lolo, Montana. Next it says, read page 508. Where does Ira go next? Let's go to page 508. So it says, as summer starts, it's time for Ira to leave Sandy and go for more detailed service dog training. So where is he going to go? He's going to go to San Rafael, California to be trained as a guide dog now. Next question says, read page 509. Who does Ira work with next? In page 509, we said that Ira began working with Don Simonson, a piano tuner. Remember? And at the end, what is Ira finally ready to do? Well, he graduated from guide dog training, and now he's ready to become a trained guide dog. I think that was very easy, and you could all do it on your own as homework. So, until we meet again in our next video, I hope you all have a good day, and thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.